Shalom, first and foremost, giving all praises, honor, glory, and worship to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Hakudash, double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and greetings and salutations to Akim, upholding testimony of our Lord and Savior, Yahushai, in truth and in sincerity. This is an article from RT News. It is entitled, it is dated February the 18th, 2023, the hopeful year of all prophecies come to pass. And it is entitled, Israeli Delegation Removed from African Summit. It says, Israel blamed the incident on South Africa and Algeria, but African Union officials say they were just following protocol. And this essentially is a clear sign that Esau Edom is not in the apex of his power anymore. Esau's power and his influence has dwindled and waned significantly so. So much so that the African Union kicked out the Edomite Israelis from the delegation, publicly escorting the representative for the Israeli state out. Says a senior Israeli diplomat and her delegation have been expelled from the African Union's annual summit in Ethiopia. Video footage showed the Israelis being escorted out by security guards. Wow, this is prophetic. It says Sharon Bartli, the deputy director of the Israeli Foreign Ministry's African division, was removed from the premises in Addis Ababa along with her team on Saturday. The Israeli Foreign Ministry condemned the expulsion, arguing that Israel is an accredited observer at the African Union's annual meeting, and Bartli had her paperwork in order. This is what the Israelis said in direct quotations. Israel looks harshly upon the incident in which the Deputy Director for Africa, Ambassador Sharon Bartli, was removed from the African Union Hall despite her status as an accredited observer with entrant badges, spokesperson Leah Hayat said. Hayat blamed a small number of extremists. It's always the extremists, right? When the Israelis are the most extreme people and diabolic people on the face of the earth, you know, it's extreme that you will hijack somebody's ethnic background and claim it for yourself and deny them the right to even proclaim themselves to be that people after you financed the slave ships, after you were the primary constituent in the orchestration of the chattel slavery, after you owned the majority of the slaves in the South, the stock market, the banks, which was based and founded upon slavery of the ethnic Israelites. But you sit in our landmass on the Balfour Declaration as you backstabbed the Germans in World War One. You know, so we wonder why they did that in World War II. Well, you backstabbed them. And you brought the Americans in the war, and you got your little Balfour Declaration by the Brits. But everybody else are the extreme ones from your perspective. Still don't got control over all the landmass. Not fulfilling prophecy, not the people. Khazarians at best, Edomites at most, specifically speaking, but we're the extreme ones. When you are the arch enemy of the Israelites, you are the Edomites of the Bible. You destroyed the temple of Judea in 70 AD. You burned down the temple during 576, 578 when the Babylonians came. The Apocrypha says the Edomites burned down that temple. The Babylonians besieged us and destroyed Jerusalem, but it was the Edomites who said, and David spoke of it, he said, who say, raise it, even to the foundations thereof. The children of Edom. It speaks about in the book of Psalms. That was a prophecy. And that's what they did. But you have the audacity to say somebody's extreme. Okay. Okay. All right. When you were the Herodian dynasty, who killed off and tried to exterminate all children in Jerusalem under the age of 2 to kill the Messiah, Yahushua, but you failed. The Herodian dynasty were not Israelites. They were Edomites. They were Idumeans. That was you. You were the ones who gave the North American Indians smallpox and chickenpox as a quote-unquote gift via blankets. That was you. But you have the nerve to speak about somebody being an extremist. This is amazing. This is amazing. Let's continue to read. It says, Hayat blamed a small number of extremist countries such as Algeria and South Africa for the decision to boot Batli, claiming they were nations that are driven by hatred and controlled by Iran. No, they're not. If they're driven by hatred, it's because you have exercised hatred on the planet Earth. And you just blame everything on Iran. Instead of holding yourself accountable, having some type of character and backbone. But see, you can't do that because you're the snake of the garden. Let's watch this video. Let's watch this video of the Israelis being escorted out of the African Union Hall. And years ago, this would be unheard of. But Esau's power is waning. And the Israelis, you are not Israelites. You don't even call yourself Israelites. You are Edomites. You hijacked our identity. Had to take that walk of shame. The walk of shame. It's going to be a lot more. It's going to be a shameful spewing that's going to be cast upon you very, very soon. Much more than that. Let's get the scriptures. So this is Obadiah the first. Well, it's only one chapter, but it's mainly speaking about you. It says the vision of Obadiah, Abadiah. It says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh concerning Edom. So this is concerning Edom. Now the Israelis are the biblical Edomites. All right? And that's why we call them the devil, which the book of Revelations calls them the devil as well, because the term devil means deceiver. They deceive the whole world to think that they are the chosen people, and but they are actually the Edomites, who are the arch nemesis. They are the chief enemy of the chosen people, which are the biblical Edomites. All right, the nation of Edom, as well as the Europeans and the Russians and the Americans are also Edomites. But the Israelis are the chief house of Esau. They are the Amalekites. That's why they control. They even control America. They tell America what to do, because that's the chief house of Edom. They control the banking system. All right, they're the tribe of Amalek. All right, which I believe Amalek means wanderer. And these guys they don't have no homeland. They just wandering all about. Let me see if I can get that. I believe it means wanderer. And you guys don't have no homeland. It's just been thrown into a landmass with a Balfour Declaration. Backstab the Germans to get it. Germans treated you the best out of all the other European nations. Oh, pardon me, dweller in a valley, because right, they are a low, degenerate people. So that's a spiritual name when it says dweller in a valley. All right, which it goes into dweller. Pardon me, but dweller in a valley. All right, why is that? Because they're low lives. This isn't me speaking hate. This is just the truth. You are low lives. All right, and this is the tribe of Amalek, which the Turks, the Israelis, they come from the tribe of Amalek, or Imalak in the Paleo Hebrew. All right. So let's go. And those are people of Esau. See, sons of they're basically the Edomites. All right. So let's go back to Obadiah. Let's go back to the book of Obadiah. It says, concerning Edom, we have heard a rumor from Yahweh, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Right. These other nations are going to rise up against not only the Israelis, but all the Edomites, but chiefly the Israelis in battle. Right. It says, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. And the Israelis are small among the heathen, among the other nations in the Middle East, and among the, essentially wherever they are, they have a small population. All right, as well as just the Edomites in general. But the thing is, when it says small among the heathen, it's going into that's the physical aspect of it, but it's actually, when you go into it, it's going to them being made insignificant. All right. So when it says, I have made these small among the heathen, meaning Bard Lee is being escorted out of the African Union because she's looked at as insignificant and vile. You see? So that's what the prophecy said, I have made thee small among the heathen. It says, thou art greatly despised. They despise her. You see how they kicked her out? Hold up. You see how they kicked her out? So they're greatly despised. All right. It says, thou art greatly despised. Verse 3 says, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. So they're very proud and arrogant, and it deceives them. They thought they were something that they was not, that they are not. It says, pride of the heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. All right. Now, when it says they dwell in the cleft of the rock, it's talking about they dwell in strongholds of the earth. All right. They dwell in the Salayim, the fortresses of the earth, Davos, Switzerland, to name a few. You know, they have the strongholds of the earth. That's what it's going into. It says, and of course, yeah, you can apply to them dwelling in the Caucasus Mountain, but it's more so going into the clefts of the rock is going into fortresses, strongholds of the earth. It says, that's why it says, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? All right. So this is what they say in their heart, because they have rulership on the earth. They have the military might. They have the economic ability to overthrow governments and sanctions and psyop operations. You know? That's why they say, who should bring me down to the ground? It says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and that's why you see the symbol for Russia, the symbol for America, the symbol for Nazi Germany, the symbol for Napoleonic France and modern France. What is it? The eagle. The eagle. The symbol for Azerbaijan, the symbol for Turkey. What is it? The eagle, because that's the symbol for Edomites. All right? Now, granted, it's going to something more significant as well. When it says, thou exalt thyself as the eagle, that's coinciding to their drones, all right, their airplanes, their satellites, you know, for you to understand on the practical level as well. This says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest amongst the stars, speaking about their satellite technology, things of that nature, their space stations. It says, thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? So it's like, okay, if a thief come, the Lord is he's being practical. He says, okay, if a thief come, they gonna steal. Okay, I'm gonna get the safe. I'm gonna get the guns. I'm gonna get this, and I'm out. And I ain't coming back. I did what I did. That's a typical thief. That's what they would do. But no, not Esau. Esau not just gonna take your safe, and he's not gonna take your weapons and your gold. No, Esau is gonna set up shop. He gonna take your house. He gonna take your identity. He's like, nah, fuck that. I'm not just gonna sell them into slavery. I'm gonna hijack their identity, and I'm gonna say I'm the people. That's what these Edomites do. It says, if grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? Not Esau. It says, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? And basically, we're revealing the hidden things of Esau. But this man has hid these things for generations, but they've been revealed now in these last days. It says, verse 7, all of the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee, and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread, take your military aid, take the package, the loan, so on and so forth. It says, they that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. Shall I not in that day, saith Yahweh, even destroy the wise man out of Edom and understanding out of Mount of Esau? All right. And who are the wise men of Edom? All right. The Temanites, the Germans, the Israelis. All right. He's going to take away. He's basically going to compromise your understanding. He's going to compromise your capabilities. You're going to be in a position of disarray and confusion. As you are this day. All right. Verse 9 says, in thy mighty man, O T man, shall be dismayed to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. Wait a minute. So Yahweh said he's going to cut off the mount of Esau, the nation, the government of Esau by slaughter. Whoa. They didn't talk about that in the church. They didn't talk about that in the synagogue. They didn't talk about that in the Muslim mosque. But why is he going to do that? Why? But why though? Verse 10, it says, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob. Okay, so for the transatlantic slave trade, for exterminating 98% of the North American Indians with smallpox and chickenpox on purpose. All right, for coming over here and destroying the Taino Indians, which are the tribe of Ephraim. All right, for those bastards, those Belgian bastards, destroying those Israelites in the Congo and cutting their hands off, and doing all that madness and cutting their noses off and all that garbage. You know, for cutting the mother with fruit in their belly, cutting the babies out and playing games like that with cutting our newborn babies out and stumping the babies on the ground and all this garbage you did and feeding us as alligator bait. Oh yeah. Yep. You gonna pay? You gonna pay? Yep. Yep. For ejecting us with all this madness to sterilize us and poison us and. Yep, it says, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. So I hope it was worth it, you Edomites. I hope it was worth it. Good job. You're going to be exterminated according to Yahweh Shem Shai, according to the Holy Bible. All right? It says, in the day that thou stoodest on the other side, and the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, which were the Babylonians, it says, and foreigners enter into his gates and cast lots upon him, even thou was as one of them. So they were encouraging the Babylonians. They wasn't like, okay, Jacob, my brother, let's ride for my brother, let's be my brother's keeper. Hell no. They was like, yeah, get those niggas, get those Israelites, fuck them. And you burnt down our temple. That's what they did. It says, neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction, neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. Thou shouldest not have entered into the gates of my people in the day of their calamity. Yeah, thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. You shouldn't have done that. Too late now. It says, neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape. So the people who did escape the siege and the Babylonians and so on and so forth, what they do, they waited for him to kill him. It says, neither shouldest thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of distress. For the day of Yahweh is near upon all the heathen. So don't get it fucked up. All you heathen are going to pay. It's just the Edomites are going to pay the worst. But all you damn, the Chinese, the Japanese, the Arabs, you fucking Arabs, you better know you about to pay. All right? You damn different Hamitic nations, you different African nations. All right? You Cushites, which are the Ethiopians. You Canaanites, which you South Africans. You Kenyans. All right? You Libyans. All right? Okay? You Egyptians, which you damn Sudanese. You gonna fucking pay. Bitch. It says, for the day of Yahweh is near upon all the heathen, as thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. So you should never brought us in the transatlantic slave trade. You should never joined your hand with Esau to do that. Oh well, it's too late. Now you're going to slavery. It says, thy reward shall return upon thine own head. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountains, so you devoured the Lord's chosen nation, the chosen government, the nation of Israel. It says, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yeah, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. But, verse 17, but upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance. So it's going to be deliverance for the nation of Israel. Not you Israelis. They are not Mount Zion. They are Mount Seir. And you're not going to be delivered, you Israelis. You're going to be destroyed by Iranian missiles and Russian missiles. And the Arabs are going to fucking fall on top of your head. All right? It says, but upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. Woo! So we're going to possess all that. Thank you. Appreciate it. We're going to possess all of that. Everything that you got, everything that you don't even realize that you got underneath your feet is going to be our possession. The Israelites, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, the forsaken, the downtrodden. Yep, we're going to win in the end. The scripture says, better is the end of the thing than the beginning thereof. So though it looks like we're on the bottom and we ain't going to be able to do it, Yahweh Shai gonna do it for us. He gonna come back in return and he gonna deliver us, man. All right? You see? So with that, I'm gonna give all praises, honor, glory, and worship to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Makakodash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to Yakim. Shalom and keep the faith.